Hey everybody, welcome back to Kinfolk Farm. This is Shane. I want to tell you today is just a beautiful, absolute beautiful day. It's supposed to be in the 72 today, I believe. Today's December 2nd. Earlier this week, it was in the 20s. It's really crazy weather. The bees are just all over the place. Our bees are going nuts. They don't know what to do. But I wanted to put out a video today talking about things we do on our farm. It's kind of this video is really kind of a touchy subject amongst a lot of people. Yeah, really a touchy subject. We're going to talk about, I guess, preventive maintenance, I should say. One thing is, I guess, a homesteader or somebody that raises chickens. Okay, we raise chickens, we raise meat birds, we raise chicks, we raise turkeys, quail. Everybody raises all these birds, and I see on all these YouTube sites that I watch every year that, man, something got in my birds, something ate my birds through the fence, and something got in the pen, and I just go, ugh, why are we not doing something to prevent that from happening? We put so much time, money, and effort into raising all these birds, and for something to come in and to get your birds, it's just so aggravating. It's just unbelievable. It just drives us crazy. Our first year here, we lost quite a few birds to predators. Talking about the raccoon, possums. We have a lot of coyotes and foxes out here, but they don't really bother us that much. They stay out. We got a couple of dogs. Of course, they're little bitty dogs, but they don't bother us. But the coyotes and stuff, they stay up in the main woods. They really don't bother us. I heard a big pack this morning. What my main focus is going to be today, on today's video, is mostly the raccoon and the possum. I would want to say probably 90% of the time, when you have a chicken that's lost to a predator, it's probably a possum or a raccoon. And this is the time of year to start culling some of these little animals out. And nothing against these animals. They got to do what they got to do. But December 1st, today's December 2nd. Yesterday started our opening day of trapping season here in Georgia. And we at Kinfolk Farms are firm believers in trapping. Our first year here, we lost so many birds. But since we started preventive maintenance, we started our trapping, we don't hardly lose any birds anymore. If we do, it's to a halt. But since we got the turkeys, our numbers have been a lot better. We just don't hardly lose any birds anymore. It's really been really astonishing, the numbers that we lost compared to 3 years ago compared to today. And I want to show you guys today something that I think you should really start doing, and that's talking about trapping. Trap now in the winter, cull out a lot of your predators for the spring, for the fact that the spring is when they all have the babies, and they become a little more less cautious. They will really go out they'll really put out an effort to find a lot more food to feed all their babies. Hawks are the same way, and I think having the turkeys has helped us out with the hawks. And I know a lot of people do geese, but we don't have geese. But you have to do something to protect your birds. You put too much time, money, and effort in building the coops and feed and all this for some raccoon to come in. All right, I think probably the main tool that most people use are these havahart traps. They're just fantastic. You can actually haul your little critter off if you catch a raccoon or a possum. You can haul him down the road, but you got to check with your laws. But I don't haul somebody else's. I'm just being honest. We don't haul our problem to somebody else's farm, because there's farms all around us. And I don't want to haul my problems to somebody else's farm. So we dispatch our animals and do what we have to do with them. But like I say, this is kind of a touchy subject. But the havahart traps are great. I love them. We have 3, and we use them the whole trapping season. We try to trap just as many as we can. So havahart trap is a great trap. If you don't have one, they're pretty cheap. You get them at Tractor Supply, maybe 20, 25 bucks. They're not that bad. I actually got some we found at a flea market, $5. So I jumped on that. But the havahart trap's a great trap. Okay, we have another trap. Leg holt trap. These are the big controversial traps that people just, ooh, that sun's blasting. These are the traps that people just despise. But they are a great tool at ridding your property of raccoons and possums. They are fantastic. You can also catch coyote, fox, bobcat. You can catch all kind of stuff, but like I say, we really don't have a lot of problems with those. But and I'm just going to say, we don't. I have these because I had them when I was a teenager. I've got tons and tons of traps. I've been trapping since I was, for years and years. But we don't use these on our farm. I'm gonna say most of the time we use the havahart traps for the fact we have a cat. We have a farm cat. And if you have a farm cat, that's not a good deal. So we don't use these, but they're good. They're great if you don't have a cat or a dog, because you will catch them. These things are very efficient. Alrighty, the next trap is probably going to be the Conibear trap. These are a kill trap, instant kill trap. They're great. These are great for beaver. I used to do a lot of beaver trapping. This is a 330. They make this, which I call a large. They got a medium, which is a 220, and a small, which is a 110. But these are excellent, excellent traps. They instantly kill. You have to have a tool to set them. Some people do. I have to have a tool to set them, but super strong, great, really efficient traps at ridding your property of predators. But that's called a Conibear trap. You can buy them at, I think I've seen them at Tractor Supply, but we got some sporting goods stores around here that you can buy them in. They're great, great traps. But like I say, if you have a cat or a dog, I want to emphasize that. If you have a cat or a dog, they don't get out of this. It's really, really be careful. We don't use these on the farm either, because we have a cat, and it would just break my heart if something like that happened. All right, there's also a coon cuff. I was going to show you our coon cuff, but my neighbor's not home. I loaned them to him last year, and I keep forgetting to get them back. I even called him last night and told him I wanted them. I forgot to go get them. It was raining all day yesterday. But I just want to talk a few minutes. It's not really a long video, but I just want to say, look, if you have chickens, every year, I've watched YouTube videos. I love them. I'm so addicted to them. And everybody loses birds to predators, and it just drives me nuts. And I wonder if it's just a thing that's not spoken about. But we do. We trap, and it really helps save your birds. You put a lot of time into these birds, and we're going to eat these. I don't want nothing else to eat them. But okay, guys, I'm not going to make this a super long video, but I just want to talk about the benefits of trapping on your farm or on your homestead. Havahart trap's a great trap. The Conibears and the leg holt traps, they're great traps. Like I say, we pretty much use not the Conibear, but the cage traps for the most part. But I'm not going to do a lot of trapping videos, so I'm not going to say I'm going to do a bunch. I'm probably not going to do any. Like I say, it's a pretty touchy, controversial subject, but I just wanted to get my voice out there and say, use these tools to help reduce the risk of getting your birds and your little farm animals eating up. My neighbor across the lake over there, he had some goats in his pen. He had coyotes actually come in his pen and didn't kill his goats, but just mauled the face of them and just really did a job on his goats. But so he traps for those over there. But okay, yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. Me talk about trapping and watching things we do on the farm. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. I'll go ahead and close this out. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. YouTube will alert you every time we put out a video. Send us a comment. Tell me what you think about trapping. I'm curious. And I can debate you on it because I've been doing it pretty much my whole life. I am a firm, true believer in trapping. It is a great, great tool for the homesteader. It's a great tool for the farmer. And it's a great conservation tool. You let your raccoons can get overpopulated just the same as your deer. They have a deer season, they have a season for raccoon, they have a season for all these fur bears. It's great that we can use that as a conservation tool. Traps are great conservation tool. But like I say, do me a favor, subscribe, hit the like button. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and I appreciate the heck out of you guys watching. I really do. I wish this was a more entertaining video, but I was just sitting here thinking about it. Yesterday was opening day of trapping season. I thought, you know what, I ought to make a video on that. I don't hear a lot of homesteaders talking about it. I didn't know if it was just one of those hush-hush things that people don't talk about, but heck, this is Kinfolk Farm. This is what we do. See you guys again on the next video. Thanks.